What it is, guys, it's your Dan, and we're back with a brand new video. And this one is a product review for two AverMedia products that I was sent because I am an AverMedia partner. They are the part of the new Versity range, which is their new range, and it is the boom arm and microphone. And I will have a link to those in the description for you so you can see what ones they are. And they are very good products. I'm currently using my existing microphone that I've used for a very long time. This is my Rode Pod mic, and I will be switching that off in a moment so you can hear the other mic and you'll be able to hear the quality of that one. So these have the same filters on them that I've always used in all my stuff, which is a very simple system. I use a compressor, an expander, and a limiter. That's all I use. And what I'll do is I use the OBS filters to filter them, and that's all I do. Now I'm going to switch over to the AverMedia mic now, and I'll continue to review using that, so you guys can experience the microphone in real time. So without further ado, and without fluffing it up and making you guys feel like I'm dragging it out, it's basically going to be a breakdown of the way the microphone works and what it does in its entirety. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down now, and I'm going to let you guys hear it in its entirety in the way it works. And now this is the AverMedia microphone, and it basically is giving you guys all the sound that you would receive otherwise on the other microphone, which I have is a Rode Pod mic, and it uses the same filters and stuff like that. Now I'm going to get into the way I review a microphone when it comes to stuff like this, and the way I review any product, because I review them from the perspective and use case of a person who's a content creator on the spectrum. Now I have, in what I believe is a unique perspective on this, because not only am I on the ASD spectrum, but I also have Tourette's, both physical and verbal. And the way that I am affected by that, it means that on the ASD side of it, which is, for those who don't know, the autistic spectrum disorder, it encompasses a lot of things. There are certain things like sensory requirements that are a must-have for a certain product, because if it doesn't meet those requirements, then we're not going to want to use them. You see? So, without any further ado, I will start off by talking about the AverMedia arm, the boom arm, and then I'll go into the microphone. If you want to skip ahead, I'll put timestamps in the video if I remember to do so. But the Rode Pod mic arm, not the Rode Pod mic arm, the AverMedia boom arm that they've done is a new one. They used to have a more robust, chunkier one that had, in my opinion, a lot more bells and whistles, but they were more points of failure for the arm. So I feel like what they've done is they've reevaluated it, and they've refined the product down to the best quality thing that they can provide at the lowest possible price point for the user. Now, its construction is all metal. It comes with a couple of different cable ties for you, so you can keep your cables ran down the arm of the microphone. And instead of using an Allen key to tighten up and release the tension on the joints that it has three joints: one at the base where it mounts to your desk, one at the arm pivot point, and one towards the microphone pivot point, which you can twist, you can tighten and loosen, so you can move the microphone with, in certain points, 360 degrees of movement, and it feels robust. And I've wanged on this thing several times when I've ticked, and I've bonked it quite hard when I've ticked, and this thing has taken every bit of abuse that I've thrown at it from my ticks, and it's just said, okay, keep it coming, and it's done a really good job. And I think that is absolutely amazing. Now, the only gripe I have with the arm is the pivot point at the base. Now, bear with me on this. As a person who moves about a lot, I need a lot of range of motion. Now, this is maybe just a personal gripe, but it's a gripe nonetheless. It has 2 points of low profile mounting, so you can have just it low on the top point, which is 12 o'clock, and the bottom point, which is 6 o'clock. So the furthest away from you and the furthest closest to you. Personally, I think that they should have added more points of low profileness. I think they should have had them at the key points on the clock: 12, 3, 6, and 9. So you have those 4 axes of movement, X and Y. Now, on those 2 points, I feel that's my only gripe on the boom arm. It does a brilliant job. It's got an absolute killer range of motion. You can rotate the pivot point where the microphone goes perfectly. It's very, very strong. It holds a Rode Pod mic perfectly fine. That's heavy. That's quite a heavy, chunky mic, and it's had me wang on it several times. Like I've hit it quite hard with a tick. I've made sure that it's bolted down to my desk very tightly. So it has a large range of movement. They've done a really good job on that. Now we will jump over to the microphone, which I've been using for a while now. As you can tell, I'm talking to it right now. This is their Versity Go mic. It is a USB mic. It has a mute button on the back. It has a volume button on the volume slider on the back, and it has a headphone jack on the back. And it uses USB-C into the microphone and USB-A on the side that goes into your laptop or computer. And when you mute it, the lights on the base of the microphone go off, and when they are on, you are not muted. So it's very easy for you to understand whether you're able to talk into the microphone and be heard, or if you can mute it and have a conversation with someone else. That being said, I feel like they've done a very good job with the microphone. I do like its design. I only have one issue with the microphone as in its build quality is I feel like the little pedestal mount, the little tripod mount, the base part of it is a little bit too fragile, in my opinion. I feel like that is a point of failure, because if you're a person like me who has a physical disability that is affected by movement and stuff like that because of my tics, I have bonked it several times and it does feel a little bit looser. I feel like that is probably the only fault that I have with it, but it is a very good microphone. Build quality, everything else on it is very robust. Just that one part, because it's plastic, I understand that just keeping the price down by making that bottom part plastic. I feel like if they'd have just gone that extra mile and made the whole mounting system 3 parts all metal from start to finish, there'd have been no problems. Because when you include plastic and with the metal housing, which was the issue with the old boom arm, because there was some internal bracketing on the inside that was made out of plastic, that's a point of failure. I feel like that is the same issue that the microphone little tripod stand is facing. However, you're probably not going to keep it on the tripod stand. You're probably going to switch it over to an actual arm like the AverMedia arm, because it just works perfectly fine. That's what I would honestly recommend, because it's a very good arm. It's a very good piece of equipment, and you'd want to put the two together so you can make the most out of it. It's a very small form factor microphone, and it really is nice. I would recommend it, both the arm and the microphone, if you're going USB. They do also have an XLR microphone, and any third-party XLR microphone should work on the arm perfectly fine. May need a little adapter bracket depending on the mounting point that you have, whether it's 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, or smaller or larger, whatever it is, depending on the microphone. But that being said, that's my opinion on it. If you have a difference of opinion, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to know your opinion. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys, and I'll see you then. Bye.